Hi KH! Today, since it's going to be very windy in the afternoon, I'm going to read this book called Gilberto and the Wind by Marie Hall Etz. I am Gilberto, and this is the story of me and the wind. And the dedication says, "My thanks to Gilberto and his mother, and to Pepe too, for helping me make this book. I hear the wind whispering at the door. You, he whispers, you. So I get my balloon and I run out to play. At first, wind is gentle and just floats my balloon around in the air. But then, with a jerk, he grabs it away and carries it up to the top of a tree. Wind, oh wind, I say, blow it back to me, please. But he won't. He just laughs and whispers, Wind loves to play with the wash on the line. He blows the pillow slips into balloons and shakes the sheets and twists the apron strings. And he pulls out all the clothespins that he can. Then he tries on the clothes, though he knows they're too small. So you know on our job chart we have the little clothespins that have your name on them. In real life, when people are using clothespins, not in kindergarten, they use them sometimes instead of using a dryer to dry your clothes. In the summer, you can hang them up on a line if you have enough space, and you use the clothespins to make sure that they don't blow away. And wind loves umbrellas. Once, when I took one out in the rain, he tried to take it away from me. And when he couldn't, what happened? He broke it. If the gate in the pasture is left unlatched, so not locked, not closed, wind plays with that too. He opens it up, then bangs it shut, making it squeak and cry. Wind, oh wind, I say, and I go and climb on. Give me a ride. But with me on it, the gate is too heavy. Wind can't move it at all. When the grass is tall in the meadow, Wind and I like to race. Wind runs ahead, then comes back and starts over, but he always wins because he just runs over the top of the grass, and I have to run through it and touch the ground with my feet. When the big boys on the hill have kites to fly, Wind helps them out. Wind carries their kites way up to the sky and all around. If you've ever flown a kite, you can do me too. But when I have a kite, Wind won't fly it at all. He just drops it. Wind, oh wind, I say, I don't like you today. Whenever I used to fly kites, this is what would happen. Wind did not help me out when I tried to fly kites. Maybe, hopefully, you have had more luck. When the apples are ripe in the fall, I run with Wind to the pasture and wait under the tree. And Wind always blows one down for me. And when I have a boat with a paper sail, Wind comes and sails it for me, just as he sails big sailboats for sailors on the sea. And when I have a pinwheel, Wind comes and plays too. First, I blow it myself to show him how. Then I hold it out, or hold it up, and Wind blows it for me. And when he blows it, he turns it so fast that it whistles and sings, and all I can see is a blur. Wind likes my soap bubbles best of all. He can't make the bubbles. I have to do that. But he carries them way up into the air for the sun to color. Then he blows some back and makes me laugh when they burst in my eyes or on the back of my hand. And I think Miss Schwartz did a Go Noodle with you where you got to pop bubbles, which is always fun to do. When the leaves have fallen off the trees, I like to sweep them into a pile. But then Wind comes along, and just to show that he can sweep without a broom, Wind scatters the leaves all about again. And he blows the dirt in my face. That's happened to me. So usually if it's a really windy day and things are blowing around, I cover my eyes so that nothing gets in them, because sometimes it stings a little bit. Sometimes Wind is so strong, he starts breaking the trees and knocking down fences. Then I'm afraid. I run in the house and lock the door. And when Wind comes howling after me and tries to squeeze in through the keyhole, I tell him no. And I think that's how windy it's going to be today. I'm going to stay inside and I'll probably hear it blowing around the windows, but I'm not going to go outside because I think there's going to be a lot of too much wind, and so it's safer to stay inside. But then comes a day when Wind is all tired out. Wind, I whisper. Oh, Wind, where are you? Answers Wind, and he stirs one dry leaf to show where he is. So I lie down beside him, and we both go to sleep under the willow tree. And that's today's story, because it's going to be windy this afternoon. So maybe today you can draw a picture of something that has happened to you with wind. It could be something good, it could be something bad, it could be a challenge, it could be something you like, it could be something that you notice today when it's really windy. I'm assuming it's going to be windy in Brookline too. So draw a picture and remember to add your labels. Okay, bye friends.